So we just saw the big US tech stocks contributing to a rebound right now after the sell-off of the past few days. And we also have a massive week for earnings. Something like 30% of the S&P 500 will produce reports this week on their latest quarter. Our guest says that, as we saw with Netflix last week, even strong results may be discounted because any misstep will be judged harshly by investors. We are joined now by Barry Schwartz, Executive VP and Chief Investment Officer at Baskin Wealth Management. We are seeing happier patterns, though, for bulls on the tech stocks today, Barry.
Been a lousy month, Andy. It's, what's the saying? April showers hopefully bring May flowers, but we were due. Right. The markets in the U.S. and Canada have been very strong since really November, 5 months in a row, especially U.S. stocks, NASDAQ on fire, of course, led by NVIDIA and Microsoft and Amazon and Google. Just incredible moves. So, when you reach those levels near at all-time highs, as I said, any little mistake, any misstep, anything that markets don't like or is not bullish going forward as much as expected is going to be met with a side swipe.
A couple of stocks on your radar, Barry. Adobe, people hope that they're going to reap huge profits from artificial intelligence. Are you bullish on that name right now?
Well, the market is clearly not bullish. Adobe's down over 20% year to date after having a very nice run, of course, in 2023. Possibly some of the move in Adobe to the upside was many people expected that they would start showing some profits, some revenues from AI. We're early in the game, of course, with Adobe and starting to show results from AI. We just don't know yet how it's going to play out. But ultimately, a lot of people are sharing these videos, these tools of people using AI to generate video, audio, even small movies. And what we think is Adobe is the ultimate editing tool and has recently launched a new version of its software that allows people to edit these videos. And so we're all going to become creators in the digital AI world. And as a result, we think you're going to want to use tools that Adobe sells to edit these professional videos and make them look great. And so we think the runway for Adobe is incredible.
That's interesting. Yeah. I suppose some of the stuff will be fake, and Adobe says they're helping to police that. But it's kind of scary right now, the way this is invading politics. Live Nation, people complain about the ticket prices, they complain about the scalping, but you do see upside for investors here.
Well, I think early last week there was a headline or potential rumor that the Department of Justice was going to launch an antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation. Those that own the stock, those that have been following the stock, this has been hanging over the head of Live Nation for a couple of years. So it's not new news. And when a possible antitrust announcement does come out, it's already well known in the stock. I was surprised at how much the stock actually fell. Now, yes, we all hate how much concert ticket prices have gone up. But, this is how artists now make money. And Live Nation is not responsible for ticket prices. If you hate the high ticket prices, then hate your artists. Hate Taylor Swift. Don't hate Live Nation because they do not set the prices. Ultimately, Live Nation was created by the merger of Live Nation, which is the concert promoter, as well as Ticketmaster. We believe even if the slightest chance they are broken up because of an antitrust lawsuit, the stock is still worth way more than it is trading today. And so we're very excited to own this company because people are spending money on experiences. We all have enough furniture. We all have enough TVs and iPhones, but we can't replicate that experience. The only way we can replicate the music experience is to go out there with our friends and our family and enjoy live music. And the concert business, Andy, has never been better.
Are you, Larry, Barry, are you being a little, we have Larry Berman on, and I get my genius and my gurus mixed up. Are you being a bit easy on Live Nation here, though? Because the Supreme Court just dismissed an appeal by Ticketmaster and Live Action. And these lawsuits were saying that they did profit from third-party ticket reselling. I mean, they're involved, aren't they, in these high ticket prices?
There's a lot of moving parts, of course, Andy. And Live Nation, the concert business is one that is there's a lot of bad actors for sure.
Right.
Live Nation is not in the business of trying to alienate all their fans, contra to what people might say. They want to create the best experience. It's a platform to bring together the artists who want to tour, because that's the only way they make money and sell their merchandise, with the artists, and have them at the best venues. I'm sorry that Live Nation has created the best platform to solve this problem. And, it's unfortunate that Live Nation has grown so big, but they've grown so big and done so well because they do an amazing job at all facets of the music business. And, the Taylor Swift debacle, where no one could get tickets and most of the tickets were sold to these bots, Live Nation probably could have done a better job. But really, in a year where, it's very political, obviously, and it's an easy target, we think the facts will come out. And you know what? The facts will take many years to come out. Live Nation is going to fight this tooth and nail. The bottom line, though, let's focus on the fundamentals of a good business. The fundamentals are incredible and moving in the right direction. And I'll say this, Live Nation hasn't had a down year, even pretty much since it's been in business. Even in the financial crisis, aside from COVID, when they were legally allowed to be in business, hasn't had a down year. It's an excellent business.